What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of their indie games, we're going to be checking out Home Behind 2. Actually, a long time ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I don't know if the developer remembers this, but I met the developer when I was at PAX 2017, and he was demoing the original Home Behind, and he seemed like a really quiet, kind of nice guy. And so anyways, his new game is coming out, and I've got access to the demo of it, and so do you, coincidentally. Everybody has access to the demo of it. It's up on Steam right now. So I figured we'd dive on in. As I understand it, this is kind of an RPG roguelike that takes place in a war-torn country where there's all kinds of civil unrest and civil war going on. And so anyways, that to me is a really compelling idea for a storyline setting, and one that is often attempted but rarely sort of put together properly. And so anytime I see a game with that kind of storyline narrative backing, I'm like, alright, that sounds kind of interesting. It's appealing to me. This war of mine is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. I love it very much. So anyways, I felt myself instantly drawn to a game that's got that sort of somber notes, you know, in its underpinnings. So let's dive on in. We're going to spend about 30 minutes with the game. See if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. Let's go ahead and get started. This is entirely blind, so we're going to be figuring it out as we go. As of right now, it looks like we get to pick between some various jobs, and we get to make our character. Can I reduce things? Oh, I can. Nice. All right, so we have Bannon, apparently. Bannon is female, 25 years old, and is from Scaria. Her nickname is Trust. She's 165 centimeters tall and weighs 50 kilos. I don't know. I'm not good. I'm not good at the metric system. Apparently, our hobby can be daydreaming, which makes our supply costs lower. We can be good at sculpture, which gives us resolve. That's a flat stat. Do we know what these do right here? Yeah, we do, actually. So this is damage, block rate, and crit rate. We've got agility as speed, accuracy, and crit damage. We've got intelligence, which increases our healing effects, increases the amount of XP we get. It lowers the cost of supplies, and it gives us more loot. And then we've got fitness, which is defense, max HP, and resistance against injury. Resolve appears to deal with morale and dodging and fortitude, so honestly, sculpture probably wouldn't be that bad. Ooh, this gives us fitness, though. That gives us extra HP. I'm going to go with surviving. That sounds like a pretty good hobby. On the right-hand side, it looks like we can pick between jobs. We've got commandos. They're balanced fighters that are the backbone of every team. They're usually a DPS tank. We have a sniper. They're slow, but they are the biggest threat on the battlefield. Their precise shots are enough to kill nearly every enemy in one attack. We've got the medic, and so they may not be the most skilled healers, but their ability to quickly treat wounds offers a high grade of survivability to an entire team of fighters. We also have a scout over here, not suitable for direct contact. They mark vulnerable enemies and improve teammates' attacks. Well, we'll go with the backbone first. I think it's good to have the spinal column of the overall unit cohesion body developed first. We have normal difficulty, hard difficulty, and nightmare difficulty. It looks like we can also go ahead and we can play on hardcore mode, which is going to make it so that we can't save scum. Since I'm uninitiated to the game, I feel like that's a bad idea for right now, but I do like its inclusion as an option because eventually, once I get good at a game, I do like to play on Iron Man. It looks like I can roll talents over here too. Does that give me like more stat points? So we can lower our agility, we get damage, lower block rate, lower morale. I see. Is there no way to, like, choose these? I was hoping there would be, like, a Project Zomboid style system where we could take the ones we want and leave the ones we don't, but it looks like we mostly 20% and fitness +1. I could take that. Pierce -2. Like, I don't know what that means. Hopefully that's not too big of a debuff, but I guess we'll find out. For funsies, we'll go ahead and we'll click on the crazy dice of randomized stats. Why not? While Scaria's various industries and technologies are still developing, the country's rich oil resources have provided enough funds for Akadula's government to feed and clothe the general population. Akadula rules Scaria with an iron fist and has managed to maintain a false sense of peace and stability for quite some time. A full-scale civil war has broken out after calls for true democracy have grown loud. Scaria's eastern regions have been occupied by the revolutionaries. Scaria is engulfed in division and conflict. Are they, like, actively firing into the backs of people that just want to carry backpacks in peace? No one will ever impugn upon my right to carry luggage. Oh, they actually putting them up against the wall. That's no good. When backpack carrying goes wrong, I guess. little Molotov cocktail action. I respect it. I respect it. We're escaping. To the revolution, brothers! To the great and glorious revolution. In a desert along Skoria's southwestern border. Wait, I can't run any farther. Where are we? My makeshift camp. Sorry for the mess, Miss Pee-Pants. Miss Pee-Pants, I'm soaked because Akadula's army sprayed me with water cannons. Can't say it was the best welcome I've ever received. You must not have heard about Akadula's new policy, as the Norto Republic has effectively declared their support for the revolutionaries. All passengers from Norto are to be placed under arrest immediately. Damn, I had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly. Akadula's managed to prevent any information from escaping the borders. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to change out of these soaked clothes. If you don't mind, all I have is a few unwashed military pants. I don't mind. I gotta say, Miss Pee-Pants, those pants sure do make you look like a fugitive. Would you put a lid on your awful sense of humor for a second? I'm not in the mood. My mother always told me I should have been a comedian. Still, I should thank you. You did save my life. Save your thanks. I'm no philanthropist. I need a translator and a guide. It's damn near impossible to find the recent Nortonans in Skoria these days. You might be better served by hiring a guide from a nearby village. Locals. I wouldn't depend on uncivilized people for anything. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to turn over a citizen to the Norto Republic to Akadula for $100. You're looking at a local. Keep your prejudice to yourself. I only went to the Norto Republic as a child for schooling. It explains why your Skorian is just as good as your English. Well, even if you are a local, at least you're highly educated and on the run like me. Suppose we should probably introduce ourselves, please. Call me Banan. I can't call you Miss Pee-Pants, huh? Would you knock it off? I'm beginning to wish you didn't save me. Fine, so why would you choose to return here at a time like this? You know there's a lot more efficient ways to kill yourself. For Skorian to take down Akadula. He is the true enemy of all Skarian patriots. I began planning to return home as soon as I heard the revolution was kicking off. I understand. So you're in the Revolutionary Reserves, huh? You could call it that. I'm just passionate. And you? What on earth is a Nortonan doing here? You just looking for a fight? I'm here for travel. What a perfect destination. You can call me Prince. Prince? Which fairy tale did you fall out of? Fairy tale? This is more like a horror story, don't you think? Isolated, helpless, alone in the desert with few supplies, not to mention the army. I'm well aware of our predicament, so what can we do? Our first move should be to locate a means of transportation. There's no way we're going to make it across the desert on foot. In fact, I know some tire tracks. My guess is that they were left by an older, heavy truck. Tire tracks, huh? It's unexpectedly professional of you. Where'd you learn how to track? The Boy Scouts? Regardless, we should follow the tire tracks and catch up to the truck before it breaks down. Then all we got to do is persuade the owner to lend the truck to us. It's not funny, Prince. I'm a revolutionary, not a bandit. Hey, fine. Hopefully whoever is driving is fine with hitchhikers. In any case, catching up to the truck is going to be our first priority. You may not like my sense of humor, man, but we're in this together. Let's team up. Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. Good call. Alright, come on. Time's of the essence. If we miss this chance, we're going to end up spending the rest of our lives in this desert. It's a future I'd like to avoid. We aren't going to get very far without a way to defend ourselves either. You know whoever's driving that truck is sure to be armed. I've planned ahead. You see that crate over there? There's 2 weapons inside of it. I purchased them from a few hungry poachers. I can't say they're much better than a lead pipe, but it's the best that I could do in this damn desert. Well, they're better than nothing. I learned how to use these before. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Alright then, pick your weapon and let's go. Don't shoot yourself, or me. I'm looking forward to this adventure, Miss Banan. If you say that ridiculous nickname again, I may accidentally shut your mouth forever. Alright, so welcome on in. Only a limited amount of areas of content are available in the demo. In addition, the game is under development. Does not reflect the final product. There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself, chat. This is still under development, so I'm not going to be doing a ton of critiquing. I may talk about things I would like to see, or that I should see, you know, in a final product, but I'm going to try to avoid actually, like, going through and doing review-type commentary. We'll need to find a reliable vehicle if we need to survive the punishing climate of Western Skoria. Prince has thankfully been tracking a vehicle that is too far ahead of us. We should catch up to it as quickly as possible and claim it for ourselves. Alright, so our guys are over here. We can click on this dude to see his stuff. Our weapons and our gear is stored inside the warehouse. They say there was weapons in here? Yeah, we've got ourselves like a little... We got a AK-47. Oh, that looks kind of stubby. It might be a 74U, just without the stock on it. There we go. Give me the AK. Hey, and she actually equips an AK. Nice. I'll probably give him the shotgun then. Sounds like a plan to me. There you go. Shotgun and a rifle. Should be good. His stats are a lot better than mine. I am offended. How come my stats are so terrible? Oh no, dude, my strength is bad. Where did my strength go? Well, apparently I've got a strength missing, and I don't exactly know why. We'll have to patch that up as we level, I guess. Alright, so we've got to decide where it is that we want to go. We can start it on off. Actually, what is this right here? Oh, really? People can die in this game. Okay, so this is like one of those games, like Darkest Dungeon. We can lose people. Fair enough. It's got that Battle Brothers vibe to it. So we need to be careful about losing people, I guess. Look, the vehicle we're following. It makes rhombus tracks. Don't forget. Alright, well, let's keep on... That looks like it's got a bomb inside of it. That's got a blinky light inside of there. I feel like that's a really bad idea, dude. I try to make a habit of not opening crates that have red blinking lights. Right, these are the tracks we're looking for. What's that? Oh, we got some fuel out of there. We can get various resources during the exploration. Okay, nice. Anything else that I can click on? See, now you've got me interested because I'm allowed to click on things. There's an oasis, huh? A beautiful oasis in the middle of a cruel desert. The area is a stunning shade of green contrasted against the yellow expanse beyond. Alright, so we've got options. We can either collect drinking water or we can go fishing. I think collecting drinking water is a really, really good idea. Wow, we just barely pulled that out. I was a little bit worried. Yeah, I was a little terrified. Hey, an oasis. We're in luck today. Luck? We shouldn't be walking through this damn desert if we were in luck. Try and be positive. Negative thinking isn't going to get you anywhere in a situation like this. To tell you the truth, I'm curious. Akadula's cruelty is extended only to those in Scaria. What could he have done to you, a lifelong student in the Norto Republic, to earn your hatred? Don't tell me that you returned to your country just so you could say you went on a desert adventure. You gonna blow smoke up my ass with some pathetic patriotism excuse? Akadula killed my family and annihilated my tribe. Good enough for you? That's all you need to know. Piss off. I'm sorry. I just feel like I need to understand the people I'm working with if I'm gonna trust them. Trust? If your father was betrayed by his best friend who ruined your entire future, you'd understand that trust is a luxury. It's a dangerous sentiment between people. I'm sorry, I got carried away. No, you're speaking the truth. If I had a pen and a paper, I'd write your words down for posterity's sake. I really do want to hear about your childhood when you're in a better mood. Let's just stay focused on the task. Alright, it seems like many vehicles have stopped for a break at this oasis. There's two possible auctions to follow, with only one belonging to the heavy truck. Which one are you going to follow? It was the deep and wide. They said it was the square ones. Alright. We're ready to roll. We'll check out this barrel in just a minute, too. Hey, a little bit of supplies inside there. It looks like I get a mission duration. Apparently I got wood right there. Oh, the tracks belong to other people. Oh, is this a raider right here? Let's fight him. Army scouts, they've located our position. Let's review them. A proper shooting stance looks like... Alright, so we've encountered an enemy. Apparently we have McDom over here. Yeah, start the battle. I want to fight. Oh, we just, like, open fire on each other. Got you. So it's, like, real time. Oh, curious. Very, very interesting. I hadn't even thought about it. So what does this do right here? Judgment. You throw a grappling hook at me, morale will increase slightly when teammates attack or take damage. Once their morale is full, click on their avatar to do an ultimate skill. Yeah, ultimate skill, dude. Apparently, I have grenade launched the enemy for 5 damage. He dead yet? There we go. Got some rough armor. Okay. Looks like it's armor pieced together with rudimentary materials. Soldiers report that wearing it feels like streaking. Hey, I gotta admit, you're a more skilled fighter than I thought you would be. Skilled? I studied at the military college in the Norto Republic for 3 years. I was ranked in the top 5 among my class for proficiency in light weapons. Education, schmeducation. The real skill is determined on the battlefield. You're right, a firefight is a lot different than practicing at the range. Because your target in battle actually move, huh? No, because my targets howl, scream, and beg for mercy. Yet, you still pulled the trigger. I'm beginning to suspect this isn't your first dance. Foolish Nortonian tourists would never understand the sins that Akadula committed against my family and the rest of the country. I understand more than you think. Hate changes everything, yet I can't help but think of the fighters' names, their loves, their friends. I can't help but think about how their families feel when they hear of their deaths. But I know I have to pull the trigger, so I do. I'm curious about you, Prince. Why do you pull the trigger? Your imagination is, or my imagination's less rich than yours. I fight for survival. We live by the rules of nature out here. Survival of the fittest. If I don't kill them, they're gonna kill me. Showing kindness to one enemy brings cruelty upon yourself. I'm sure you'll learn this lesson for yourself one day. It's not a noble reason, but it is a reason. I'll give you that. Alright. So they got injured. I can spend supplies to help out with their injuries. It's a good thing they said something about that, because otherwise I would have never realized. I would have not seen the blinking thing down there this entire time. That's a bomb. I'm not touching that. Yay, we found the tracks that we're looking for. A little bit of iron right there. Okay, I'll take some metals. Revolutionaries, you bastards. You're the ones ruining this country. The hunter's leather jacket is ripped, his shotgun badly worn. His recent hunts must have been hard. He seems to have made up his mind about the revolution and who's at fault. His eyebrows furrow as he sees you approach. It'll be difficult to get information out of him. Okay. Revolutionaries represent the will of the people? Apparently we changed his mind with the power of one progress meter and the power of gambling. The hunter seems to have calmed down. Let's ask if he saw where the truck went. Alright, where'd the truck go? The clunker, it went to the south. Okay, I can buy a shotgun too if I really want to. I'm sort of wondering if I should like change up my party order and have him in the front, because he seems a lot better armed. Like, he seems like he's created to weather the storm here, so... Oh, the tracks do actually look different. We're looking for the ones with rectangles. I didn't realize the tracks look different. I've just been clicking on every single track because why not? Bunch of supplies. Apparently we found a bunch of weed or something. Let's take a look. Rapid braking, turning, metal fragments, vehicle parts, and a lot of ammo casings. There was a battle here. It seems like we weren't the only people interested in tracking down the truck. Yeah. Fortunately, these tracks are still very clear and the ammo casings are warm. I suspect we're close to the target. Of course, I think it's best if we use some supplies to restore our strength. We might need to persuade the owner of the vehicle, and in that case, he's not going to be friendly. Let's say you make sense. Based on the way you're speaking, it seems like you find these sorts of situations to be normal. Actually... Just take a second and think clearly before you make up another story. I can see through more of your lies than you might expect. Who are you and what are you doing here? This is the last time I'm going to ask. Is this how you treat your rescuer, by interrogating him? Fine, I understand that you're consumed by doubt and that you have at least a dozen questions for me. We have to track down the truck. We don't waste any more time. I promise, however, I'll tell you the whole truth once we sort out this little transportation problem. Alright, let's see here. We can search for supplies inside the battle wreckage, or we can search for weapons. See if there's any weaponinos. Hey, a perfect weapon. A legendary Uzi. We've got the Uzi. Alright. Well, shoot. Let me open up here. So how does the Uzi... I probably should have read that. It doesn't look like we have injuries, though, so I think we're alright. How does the Uzi compare to the rest of our goodies here? It's got 10 DPS. Oh, I've got stat points. Nice. Well, I'll put them into strength because obviously our strength is kind of raw right now. It's going to give us a little bit more DPS. It doesn't appear as though I can click on these. Like, maybe we've got to wait for the loot to be added at the end of the mission and then we can go after it. I don't know. I have no clue what that is. Apparently it's some kind of goodie. Let's see. The fierce fighting in the area made the tracks hard to read. Where should we go? Inspect them carefully. Nice. Looks like they're going to the south, which I think they said previously, in all honesty. Okay, some pills. A little bit of bandages. Some more fuel. I am enjoying, like, looting all these random little things as we run around. I don't know why we're picking up rocks. That doesn't seem to be altogether that helpful, but... Oh, those aren't them. I saw rectangles, so I thought maybe those would be the right tracks. Oh, nope, there's the rectangles. Now that I see the real one, I realize my folly and how poorly I have performed. It's definitely not you. You got me last time. You're not bamboozling me this time. There we go. Apparently we found, what is that, a transistor? Okay. Oh, dude, apparently there's another. Is this my guy, or is this a bad guy, or is this a good guy? The army soldiers are completely focused on the enemies ahead of them and are unaware of your approach. Yeah, let's give them a dynamite trap, dude. Nice. Start the ooh, that did a bunch of damage right at the outset of the fight. I like it. There you go. Let Chris get shot up for a little bit, dude. Ow, he shot me right in the groin. How could you? Oh, fracture, like traumas? Did he just throw grenades at me? Oh, I was going to use my special attack. Apparently, we got some more scrap armor. Go ahead and heal him up real quick. You came just in time. I would have been shot to a pulp if you had come any later. You two some sort of husband and wife kick-ass mercenary team that's come to save me from the flames of death and dishonor? Husband and wife, no. We're revolutionaries. More accurately, a lone revolutionary and an innocent tourist from the Norto Republic. Strange couple, but I owe you my thanks nonetheless. Your truck seems to be the talk of the Skarian Desert. Driving in these areas is sure to draw the attention of the army and bandits alike. This is my tribe's last treasure. I gotta protect it no matter the cost. Akadula took everything we had. Seems that we have a common enemy in Akadula. I'm Banan, a Skarian, and this is a Nortonan named Prince. Please, call me Haroon. I'm the eldest son of the once illustrious and honored Kasa tribe. In fact, the army's been hunting me for months. I've been on the run for months in the desert. The Kasa tribe? Didn't you support Akadula during the ascension? How did you fall? While 3 tribes supported the conquest, only the Hamufa, his own tribe, reaped the rewards of the victory. The others were thrown aside the moment he stepped into the palace. Akadula ordered the immediate expulsion and execution of the Kasa and Tanari. There are very few of them left. So much for honor. At least Akadula's predictable. He never leaves anybody alive that could threaten his power. You sure do know a lot of Skarian history for a Nortonan tourist. I read about the country's history before visiting. You know, deep dive. You're from the Norto Republic, huh? Based on that gun in your hand, I say you've gone a bit too far with your deep dive. How did you end up in the western wasteland of Skaria? Aren't the Kasa based in central Skaria? In the past, yeah, Akadula hired hordes of raiders that slowly pushed us from our lands into the desolate sands. Now our homes stand upon dunes as barren as our hopes. Even finding water has become a daily struggle. Living among the tribe grows more difficult by the day, and we've lost countless elders to starvation and malnutrition. Those of us who survived and still had the strength to fight answered the call to the revolutionaries. We want nothing more than to escort Akadula to death. Yet my tribe's territory is so far from the revolutionaries' base in the east, there's little we could do to stave off the attacks. All of our fighters have fled for their lives or were sacrificed where they stood. You're looking at the last warrior of the Kasa tribe. Well, at least you earned yourself an impressive title, but one filled with sorrow. Saddened by your struggles. I'm saddened by the state of your truck. You got here from Central Skaria in that thing? Looks to be in poor condition. Does it move? This beast? It's an advanced Ural produced in the 80s by the Boreal Federation. My father worked incredibly hard to get one from the Tribal Council. It's got 240 horsepower V8 diesel engine, a 5-speed manual transmission, a 2-speed axle. It can handle 12 tons, my friend. Listen to the sound of those steel plates. Look at the bulletproof glass. Look closely, you'll notice that the cab, fuel tank, and engine are all protected by reinforced armor. She also comes with the most advanced shock absorbers from the Boreal Federation, which offer a smooth ride. Even on the... Okay, we get it. We'll buy the truck, man. You don't need the cell. I don't see anything you described on the vehicle in front of me. Am I hallucinating? Her current state is an exception to the rule. I haven't been able to find the materials for repairs. See those marks? Left by 12.7 millimeter rounds from a heavy machine gun. I met the old man in the sky a long time ago if this were a regular truck. She's been a faithful companion except for the occasional brake failure. You should have seen her before the last ambush. Damn army. Alright, the body, tires, and engine all seem to be somewhat damaged. She won't be able to drive till we fix her. But we need transportation and we need it now. Remember, we're being tracked by the army as well. Here, take the keys. I owe you. You saved my life and we have a common enemy. There's nothing I can do to repair the truck. You might be able to fix her up if you got the right stuff. Check the crate next to the truck for some supplies and oil. It ain't much, but it'll get you started. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. So I can use 8 supplies to fix this thing, like, now. I'll take the 88. 88 sounds plausible. I got scared there for a second. Alright, truck status +3. That's nice. Grab some supplies from over there. The truck is at 80% integrity. Yeah, buddy. Oh, no. I feel like... Dude, these 50-50 dice rolls are going pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie. We're kind of killing it on the 50-50 dice rolls at the moment. Let's see. Talent, surviving. Agility gives us speed and accuracy. Probably take a little bit of that since I'm using a rifle. And then, what does he have going on? He's got strength and agility. Where does his damage come from, though? Looks like it's mostly just from strength, so we'll just, like, hard pound strength on him. There you go. We fixed up the truck. So we've gotten Haroon, who can be added to our squad. It looks like we've got a PPSH, like a modernized version of it right there that's dropped, so that's pretty cool. And then we got some armor as well. Found the vehicle and rescued its owner, a man named Haroon from the Casa tribe. An encouraging victory. Perhaps we should return to camp and plan our next steps. Yeah, that's probably not the worst idea. Do we just keep going to the right in order to do that? There's going to be an end of the road sign. Gotcha. Nice. I enjoyed that. I thought it was fun. Like, you know, obviously the writing is not going to be like the absolute best on tiny indie titles like this, but I felt like it was enjoyable. I wanted to find more resources. Like, I'm excited about equipping the new guns and the new armor and making everybody, like, better at their jobs. So anyways, it's Home Behind 2. Go check out the demo on Steam and add the game to your wish list if you enjoyed the play. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. The revolution cannot be stopped. Let that be known. Okay? My name is Splat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block was Home Behind 2. You can also check out my Discord, my Twitter, and my Twitch stream if you wanted more content. And then other than that, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.